Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Old Streams. Last time we decided we were going to start planting the grass fields. Once again, we're going to keep G1, G2, and G7. Though 7's kind of far away. What is this? What is this field? What is that field? Is that 6? That might be all part of 6. Let's take a look here. I would really actually be better to make this. Yeah, that's all part of 6. Right here. I saw this brown spot and was like, oh, maybe that's not. But this is all part of that field. So I was going to say, if we could make this grass, then we could just have these. So maybe what we'll eventually do is to plan on buying 6 and making that grass, and then we'll plant over G7, because it's going to be a pain to like have to keep going back and forth from G7 over to here. Maybe we'll just plant it now. You know what? I think I'm just going to plant that. G1 and 2 should be enough, because we can mow between. Every 7 days we have to feed the sheep. We can mow between them, you know. Let's take a look at our field. Was this ours? Yeah, this is our first. These are soybeans. They're growing good already. And we should be 100% fertilized. Let's take a look at the map. Better weapons. Wow, they've drunk a lot of water already. Look at that. Wow. Little water piggies. Maybe we'll need to get more water. We'll probably start by doing that. Soybeans are still getting a really good price. That's good news. We're going to look at fertilized, but I think we only need 1 layer of fertilizer. Why isn't it show dark? Let me look at my settings. I thought I had this set to 1 fertilizer state. This should only be on 1. I must have messed that up somehow. Sorry, that should be 1 fertilizer state, right? Because that's what we had it set on originally. Let me think about this. I mean, yeah, it should be 1. Because in real life, they really only fertilize. From what I've talked to people who do farming, they only really fertilize once. Sometimes they spray water, but they do fertilizer when they plant it, and then they spray water. All right, so we're going to deal with the water situation with the sheep first. And then we're going to start planting these fields. So there's the Laylee's gone to work. I'm going to open this gate. And we're going to grab the mid-size tractor to get the water. Because we have to go. Oh, we're actually, you know what? I don't need the beacon on because it's just right here on the farm. Forgot we have to buy water. Look out, sheep! Look out! And then we're gonna get. We do need to buy some gas too. My tractor's getting a little low. One thing we should do eventually is get a fuel trailer. Oh, see, I thought I had filled the. I didn't realize I filled the water up. That's why they're running out of water. I only gave them enough, like 1 tank full. I didn't realize we need multiple tanks. Duh. Which I should have realized, but I didn't. All right, guys, take it easy. It's time for bed. I completely missed. Yep. Yep, I've been drinking again. All right. Come on. Oh, you know what? It doesn't give me a symbol. You just do it. That's right. Sorry. Is there a gas pump on this farm? I don't think there is. Is there? Oh no, there is. It's right to my left. I'll go look for it. Let's see. It shows it around the corner, maybe? Or is it in the building? It could be in that building, too. Yeah, it's not out here. Okay. Sorry. Still learning the farm. It must be in here. I'm going to put the tractor over the symbol and press the button and see what happens. Yep, this is it. Okay, that's the fuel tank right there. Wow. Over $2,000 worth of stuff right there. Boop. Oh my gosh. This thing's a heavy drinker. Of course, we did a lot of work with this tractor. I mean, that was like the plowing and cultivating and seeding of all the fields, so it's really not that bad, but huge bill right there. Just under $1,000 of gas. 509, never mind. Oh! Oops. Honey, I knocked over the grill. Sorry. Chubba P. What are you doing, kid? Good girl. Brushing her teeth. Alright. And we're going to dump this. Hopefully this will be enough for the... I don't have to fill it up again, but if I do, I do. Once again, it's for 7 days, so it's not like it's a shortage of water. Oh, your breath smells really good, Goosey, because you brushed your toodles. Sorry, I'm driving over all my sheep. Maybe I should use the smaller tractor for this. Dead guy duty. Alright, we're going to close this. Beautiful. Very nice job, P. She's a little sweet pea. Alright, so now we get to spend some more money. But we will. The crops will be coming up soon, so we'll make money back pretty quick. And the sheep should produce bales pretty quick. I think after a day or two, we should have some serious money coming in. Alright, so we're going to go grab...
That purple stuff.
No, guys, it's time for bed. Please, can we not do this now?
You spraying it into
Okay, don't do it. Take it back. Get it from him, please, and put it away. You don't really need to tell me about it. You need to stop it from happening. That's really more what needs to happen.
I did stop it.
Okay. Now G4, I don't know if I'm going to plant that because it's so tiny. Like I don't think there's a need to plant it. And I don't think I can get in there anyway, but we might clear G5 and 10. After the next harvest, we're going to combine it. So I may even hold off on that one, too. We're going to do G6 and G3 and maybe some of the others. We'll figure it out. Pay as we go. Play as we go. So I'm excited to try the new Kuhn equipment. We did it a little bit in my test farm, but during the preview. But I'm excited to actually put it into play. How would you even drive? Okay, it's not too bad. I was gonna say how you even drive it with that huge thing on the front, but we can do it. So we're gonna get up to the shop and. Oh, maybe I thought I hit the pickup truck, but I actually hit the building. Okay. Try to get this hill quick before more traffic comes. Come on, baby. Oh, people. Ah. Get out of the way of the tractor. He's angry. Who's driving that thing anyway? Okay. Open that, right? Yeah, there we go. Oh, it was weird. It was like a delayed opening. Okay, there was that. And I could probably shut this off while we load it up. Need 1,500 units. So I'll need two cedar bags full. Gonna hop out. And go into the shop. We're gonna get 2 pallets. Right, this holds 1,000, right? We'll buy 3. Okay. Oh, it skipped one where I was standing. I guess I pulled too far up. I didn't realize it was going to be that close. close in. And then we will get our little loader here. All right, guys, quiet down. Oops. This thing is so hard to steer. My goodness. Like, it seems like it would be easier with joysticks in this case. Like, to have 2 joysticks. Alrighty. I just can't. There's a little bit of a dead zone in my steering wheel. It's making it really difficult. Alright. Maybe I should have lowered that down. It'd be easier to load it if it was lowered. Ta-da! This is going to take the full one of these and then half of the next one. What? I would play it, yes. Oh, come on. Alright. Dang it, go straight! I'm just going to use my... It might be easier just to use the keyboard. Come on. Aim it up. There we go. XL42. Man, I choked on that. I'm just using my keyboard to steer right now. Get this up, over, and see what we're doing up there. We're pouring it out. Yep, fire. $4.99. There we go. And that's it. And then we have another load full here. I'm sure we'll probably need to fill up again. All right, there's that. Awesome. Yeah, this thing's a little bit easier to steer without the steering wheel. It's kind of silly. Like, it actually steers better with the keyboard than it does. Got to make sure I park it off of the cell zone, or could end up selling it. All right, there we go. And hop back into our tractor and get to work. So G5, we're gonna save G5. Yeah, we're gonna save G5 for now because I'm just gonna. After the next crop is done, we'll chop those trees down and clear that area. But we are gonna plant G3. Hey! Seriously, guys. I don't care who it was. Don't do it. Don't do stuff like that. Oh, dude, seriously, let me out. All right. Try to make sure I'm clearing these cars. Nope. See the big tractor with the lights? Watch out. All right. We're going to do really well here once the farm gets started. And like I said, we got all the equipment we need. The next stuff that we buy can be fun stuff. That's when we start getting into the big equipment, fun stuff. But we got some cool equipment for this farm, and I'm pretty pumped about the way this is going. All right, so here's the gate into this place. Is this an open gate, or is it just always open? It's always open, okay. Right? Oh, no, it's folded back. All right, so we're going to go around the outside, Sorry. Little reference to Eminem. All right, so let's get this thing back here. Actually, I'm going to leave this spot open because it'd be easier to yeah, whatever. So we're going to turn this guy on. Look at that. So see, that's the part I missed on my first look. It's pretty cool. And then we're going to turn the seeder on. We're going to lower it and turn it on. And then we select this guy to control it all. And we're going to lower this. That's not what I wanted to do. No, you... God. Lower. There. Okay, now lower this. There we go. Full speed ahead. Planting wheat. 'Cause why not? We'll plant wheat on G3 and then also on... We're just going to cycle it up a little bit. We'll do some wheat. We'll do some canola. Enough, guys. You got to go to bed. Stop talking. This is full speed, man. I've got this thing cranked right now. 7 miles per hour. So yeah, 7 miles. That's actually pretty fast for a seeding process. In real life, that's probably more than faster than most farmers would travel with a seeding rig, you know. Try to keep it away from the tree. You don't have to go right to the edge. I mean, we're getting free land, so. One thing I did forget, you're supposed to put this guy down on the front, too. And we'll get back and get that other spot. I just need to square this off. Oh, for criminy! I know. I knew I should have programmed the raise all, lower all button. All right, there we go. I'm gonna turn the beacons off now that we're in the field. So 336 horsepower. This thing is working hard. But we only have to plow once every 3 times, so we will need to fertilize this field, though, too. All the fields that we're planting with this, we're going to have to fertilize, because this does not have fertilizer. So you can see the downside to this. It is really slow, and it's only 4 meters, so it's going to take a long time to plant this field, but we'll get it done. It'll happen eventually. It'll definitely happen. All these fields. And these are small fields too, so really this kit is perfect for what we're doing. It's a pretty wide seeder. I mean, we can complaining about 4 meters, but compared to like the first seeders that they give you, it's not bad. It really is not it's not too small. It's pretty decent sized. Look at that. We're already like at 20% coverage. Ta-da! Awesome. So hopefully you guys like this rig. I'm pretty excited about it. This is cool. I love new equipment. It's the whole point, isn't it? Look at in front of me, though. The downside is it's tearing up what I put down before and then reseeding. That's a little bit wasteful because it's going to cost extra seed to do that. And it only seeds. Look at that. It only seeds where you run. So when you're using that subsoiler, it rips up your crop. The cultivator probably rips it up too. It's weird. It's an odd setup, you know. Uh-oh. No, that's good. I got it. You see? All right, get in bed. I want my lights off. Lights off, please. I want you guys in bed and lights off. I know a good farmer would use the markers, the ridge markers, but I really can't use them in this situation anyway because I'm turning. I think in real life you probably would not turn with this. You probably would run back and down the field. So we'll start doing that. Once I have enough clearance to turn, actually, we'll do that, which I think we have that now. Got one more spot we have to get. Now here's the weird thing. How's this going to work? If I try to get out of this pattern, I'm kind of stuck until I get to that curve spot. Oops, I'm going to miss some. Get over there. There we go. Rats, I missed it. Such a weird tool. Now the other thing too is you could put the sower right on the back of the tractor if you want to skip the cultivation stage. Like if you had a field that was already cultivated or whatnot. And I bet you we'll still have some spots if we look at the map that are showing that this needs to be plowed in some places. But I think in general this will work good. It done work good. What are you guys doing? Can you guys turn the light off and lay down? Okay, how about we don't pull the stuff out? In a minute I'm going to make you guys go into your own bedroom. I'm being nice and letting you sleep in here, but you need to respect that and you need to stop doing stuff like that. Right, but everybody else. Okay, turn the light off and get in bed. Hey, Seth. You said I had to do some dishes, but I'm back. Once again, this is interesting how this is going to get handled when I get to the end here. What happens if I've got a section that's already seeded? Does it leave part of it undone? And there's not a whole lot you can do about it, but I'm just interested to see how they'll handle that. So I'm going to go to here, and then I'm going to stop once I get out of the grass. So if I stop here and lift, does that leave a dead spot? Yeah, it does. Look at that. Oh, well. I mean, that's just how it's going to be. So you're going to have dead spots at the ends if you have to do what I'm doing here, where you have a field where there's no headlands. If you can raise and lower this at the headlands, you won't run into that problem. But if you raise it and lower it in the middle of the field like I've been doing, you're going to run into that issue. So, oh, this is slow. This is where you could use an even larger tractor. This is what the complaint was, that it's just, I mean, we're at 336 horsepower here, and it's having a real hard time on this hill. So you can see where people are like, I could use it with a 250. I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't think a 250 is going to be able to pull this up a hill. If it is, it's going to take you 3 times as long as that just did. It's not going to be efficient for sure. Oh, there. If you can, okay. If you do a running pickup, I'm not doing it the way I want to do it. Hold on. Rabbages. If you keep moving when you pick up, it doesn't do that because it brings the seeder up last. So watch. If I lift it up and keep moving, it doesn't leave a spot. There you go. That's the trick. So keep moving when you lift. If you got to lift up in the middle of the field, keep moving. Actually, lift up. I want to do it over just a hair. Right about here. Sorry, I can't see with the... There we go. Trying to keep it a little straighter. Because I want to run back and forth up and down the field. No. I can do this. Oops, left a spot. Oh well, we're just going to leave those. Like I said, eventually, if the sheep get to be too many, we may need to reseed, but like reseed grass. But for right now, I think we got plenty of grass for the sheep as we are. Yeah, see, it's leaving spots on the field. I think that's what people were complaining about. It's like, see right there, there's like a rhythm to the spots. Like every couple 100 feet, it leaves a spot. Every 50 feet. But in real life, I mean, you miss spots when you seed. It's never like a perfect science. You just try to get as much as you can, and in real life you have water that pools and kills parts of the crop, and insects that eat part of your crop, and funguses that grow on your crop. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that... Didn't hold a very straight line there, did I? Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and keep seeding, and I will catch up with you guys as I get closer to being done and we move on to the next phase of the farm. Jamming out to pop radio. Field number G3 is done. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Mater. You're my little mater friend, you are. My mater friend, I love you. Do you need me to kiss your knee? Hang on, I gotta kiss Mater's knee. I'll give it a kiss right there. Mwah. You're welcome, Mater. Alright, see you in a bit. I almost wonder if I should leave this field alone. This thing would be okay for mowing. This would not work for harvesting. So I'm just going to leave that. That's, you know, got to be smart about these things. Oh, I left the seeder running. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter because I'm not planting. But it's definitely putting a cramp in my style. So G6 will leave. We're going to head over to the big field over here, this G7. And we're going to plant, let's see, should we do more wheat? We'll probably do more wheat, get some, a decent, stop it! Try to get a decent yield on that one. Uh-oh, I'm going to go to field number G7. Uh-oh, 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 this is a perfect seeder. This seeder is perfect for this because, look, I mean, obviously, look how small these roads are. We're going to have a hard time getting the harvester back in here. It can do it, but it's really tight. Oh, maybe I should turn the beacons off. We're getting some frame rate slap with these trees all over the place. Aha, this is a huge field. Beautiful. Beauteous. All right, so I'm going to work on this field. Probably, I would imagine this is going to be towards, well, maybe not. I forgot to stop my timer, so I have no idea how long this episode is. But I can pretty much figure out it's going to be, we're probably about the 20-minute mark right now. So, hang on, I'm going to reset my clock and we'll go 20 more minutes. But like I said, I'm going to get this field seeded. We're going to make wheat out of this field too. And then I'll start maybe switching over to barley for the other field. I don't think I have any fields big enough to really worry about doing canola yet. That'll be one of those where I plant like all the fields with canola because canola just doesn't give you enough yield. So, all right, I'll catch up in a little bit. All right, so I'm going to take a break here in a minute. I have Mark and I are going to watch some cartoons. So the show's not over, but I'm going to be breaking. I'm going to continue this. But next time I come back in, we'll finish doing this. Hang on. So what's that, Evelyn?
This is cock because it was newish.
It's from Alfred's from. Okay, go put it downstairs then. I want it on for the couch. So what's going to happen is next time I come in, you can watch me do this. My only complaint about this setup is it's slow. I almost wonder, but I think no matter what rig you use, you're going to be running at 7 miles per hour top speed. So it's a little slow and a little bit narrow. I mean, that's the big issue. Look how the front part doesn't get all dirty at all. It's just hanging up there. I did raise it because it was kind of weird how it would like. I need to figure out what button is a raise all, drop all, and then use that button instead of what I'm using. I like this setup. It's just like I said, it's taking an awful long time. Now this is a big field. But, you know, I thought it would be, like, okay with the 4 meters, but it does take a long time. However, that said, with this farm and the small implements, they fit better through the narrow gateways and stuff like that. I mean, like, getting the big stuff through, and also the turnarounds. We have very tight spaces on the end of these fields. And to be able to have the ability to turn around in tight spaces, this is a good kit. So, I mean, it works well for this map. But if you have a much larger map, this is not a practical way to seed. If you have really large fields, like if all my fields were this size, I would definitely be picking up a larger seeder. I might keep this for like the every third time that I have to plow and seed, but then I would be using the other seeder for the other 2 or 3 times that I would plant. Because this just takes a long time. I mean, it is a slow process. Once again, for this map, it's not bad, but for for a bigger field map, this is going to be just way too small. But it's doing okay for what we're doing. I mean, I've been working at it for probably a good half an hour, maybe, to work on this field. Maybe like 25 minutes, somewhere around there. And I'm only about halfway done. After this pass, I'll be about halfway done. So it takes some time to get this done like this, and I don't know. I mean, I'm glad I was able to put it to a real world test and see if it worked, and it does. Like I said, it's once again we're getting 3 stages done in one pass. Though there's a lot of equipment out there that does at least 2 stages. You know, many of the bigger cultivators or seeders for wheat and barley get this done at the same rate because they do cultivation and seeding in one pass, and it's much wider. So anyway, it's a cool kit, but I don't know necessarily that it's super practical. But we're going to use it. I think we're kind of married to it now for this map. And hi, Goosey.
You're my real daddy.
I'm what?
You raised me.
I'm your what?
You raised me.
Well, I haven't finished raising you yet. You're only 7. I got about.
But you did raise me.
I know. I'm going to keep raising you. I got about 10 or 11 more years to raise you, huh? Or maybe more.
He has more.
Maybe more. I mean, you too, Chuck, because if you guys decide, you know, like you want to live here till you get married or whatever, you can do that, and I'll take care of you, and you guys can be my little daughters.
He died.
What if we die?
Yeah.
Well, then we'll go to heaven. Easily solved, Violet. Oh, don't be sad, little Violet. Don't dwell on those kind of things. I used to think the same thing when I was a little kid. I would tell my mom, I'm like, but what if you died, Mommy? And my mom was like, well, we just have to deal with each thing as the day comes. And guess what? My mommy's still alive. She'll probably outlive me. My mom is still, she's 66 and she's still working daycare. And I'm like, Mom, well, when can you retire? And she's like, well, if I retired this year, I would get $890 a month. And she's like, but if I stick with it for another 4 years till I'm 70, I can retire with $1,200 a month. And I'm like, it's hard. I mean, to have to work at daycare till you're 70 years old, a 70-year-old working daycare. Can you imagine? But my mom, it's funny. I'm like, I don't think of her as old, but she's 66. And I'm like, man, her health has been, you know, she's amazingly healthy she's overweight. But she never drank, she never smoked. And I'll tell you what, that stuff really takes a toll on your body. So, oops, hang on. I missed. What's up, Chop?
I have a blue. You owe me a phone for
Oops, I think I turned my tractor off.
Why, Daddy? What's that ever blue?
I don't know. It'd be awesome. Anyway, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and catch up with Mark, and I will see you guys in the next, well, it'll be the same episode, but we'll see you. This field will probably be done. Maybe. We'll see. I'm going to get flying here, though. So see you in just a second. Boop.